here to talk about an advocacy experience we have, not from the last year, but over the last 10 years or so. In Costa Rica, our water law is from 1942, so it was outdated, and there have been some attempts to have a new water law, and some of the FANCA organizations in Costa Rica have been involved in this process ever since year 2000. But there is a lot of interest among water, as you know, so the bill was almost going to go to the recycle bin. So there was a mechanism in our law that allows people to introduce bills in Congress without the intervention of a congressman or a congresswoman, and the law is called People's Initiative. That means the voters have also the initiative. We can present bills or introduce bills into Congress, but you have to have the support of 5% of the population. In Costa Rica, not the population, sorry, the voters. So that means in our country around 140,000 signatures. So we decided that this was a good advocacy mechanism because we put some pressure on the Congress, but also it was a really interesting mechanism for public participation. And if it was there, we needed to use it to see if it was working. So it took us 2 years to collect all the signatures because it's a really challenging effort. And but it was good because we believe now we have many people concerned and aware that there is a need to protect water and there is a need to have a new water law. And that sometimes replicates because when we were on the streets collecting the signatures, children were walking by with their parents, and sometimes the parents were busy and they didn't want to stop, but the children knew there was something going on, something about water, and they were like kind of, hey, go there, you have to sign, and it was really interesting to see. The bill creates a new institutional and legal framework for water where the access to water and sanitation plays a key role in that bill. Well, once all the signatures were collected and checked and revised, we had to introduce that to the Congress, and the Congress sends all the signatures to the Electoral Bureau, and they have to check every single signature and to see if they were real citizens. Just to give you an example, there was a fellow who signed 47 times, and they knew it. So only one of his signatures was counting. There were dead people, foreigners, underage people, but anyway, we were able to introduce 175,000 signatures, and the bill got to go into Congress in May of last year, 2010. So now it's under study of the Environmental Affairs Commission in Congress. It is only the second bill that has been introduced into Congress using this mechanism. The first one was also another environmental bill. It's a wildlife law. And, well, just to finish up, then we just began because now we have to do advocacy to make this mechanism work into Congress. And since this is a very new mechanism, also all the legislative procedures for these mechanisms are very new. And we are trying to also advocate this bill. We're in the same group, man. We are trying to introduce this mechanism, advocate for it, using what we call the water agenda. So we are lobbying for this bill together with a constitutional amendment to declare water as part of the public domain and as a human right. And also there is another bill to strengthen the capability of local community-run aqueducts. So the three of them, we believe, are the key bills to protect water for the public generations. Thank you.